Welcome to YAJ. Welcome to YAJ.
What's up, spiritual brothers and sisters? On a YAJ Saturday.
It's already been a wild one already.
Yeah, it has.
Woo!
Today, again, I wanted to extend how proud I am of peaceful protest. And it's not about, again, for those who like to throw in all lives matter or whatever you want, oh, how come we protest for whites? So it's like, it's not about, that's not what this protest is all about. This protest is for all. For all you who want to single out things like you always do. Because my grandma always told me, misery loves company. And if you can't see that these millennials, because all you got something to say about the protesters, why ain't you down there protesting? Why ain't you walking with these people? You're quick to march for cancer. You're quick to march for breast cancer. You're quick to march for prostate cancer, or whatever you want. You quick to march for anything else but what police brutality or what they have done to people over many decades, centuries, or even to the dawn of time. See, I told you, I don't need to make this a statement, and I don't need to keep dragging it through the mud. All those culprits who keep bringing up slavery, black or white, doesn't matter to me. All you who want to keep reminding people that they're less than equal, and that includes white females. She watched the show Quantum Leap, one of my all-time favorite shows, where Sam Beckett leaped into a female in the middle of women's liberation, and how they were no different from black people or any other culture where white women were less than equal to white men. But we all tend to forget that. See, the generation after the Holocaust, the generation after women's lived didn't have to experience that because you got to roll in $20 an hour. But when the nurse actually did more than the doctor did all the preparation. The doctor just came in and did the surgery. Hell, there are some nurses who can perform the surgery. But the doctors got all the glory and the money, while the nurses got maybe $10 an hour. Now the nurses are getting their due. I'm all women's equality.
Yeah, it was a candy striper. And we actually wore this color, candy striper. It was either this color or the pale pink.
Yeah.
They came up and stuff. I did want to be a nurse, but I went a different direction.
But that's what gets you started. The doctor only sees you for 5 to 10 minutes, and then he rolls out again. Who takes care of you all night when you're laying there? It sure as hell ain't the doctor. And most nurses are female.
No, but there are some nurses.
Of course. But what we're saying is, this show, this business, every is about equality. See, the thing about equality is I got mixed children. She has all white children. And we are trying to make it fair for all. Because, see, her children don't see, not her children. Her children see what the others, that other cultures go through. Because they didn't grow up going, oh, we don't like you because you're brown. I did. I had to grow up in that era.
I did too.
And she did too.
Trust me, there was an era I did not want to be in.
Yeah. So we're not here to make this some kind of race war. We're just telling you.
No, we're just getting tired of seeing.
Yeah.
All right, we've already gone through the COVID-19
again,
and I know you're having the riots or the rallies or whatever you're doing and stuff like that. But to go too far and too beyond, it's just everybody's tired of it. You know, we need more happiness in this world. We need more caring people in this world. But it's very hard. I know it's gone. It's very hard. You still have it in certain groups to be happy and smile. But the fact is, with the COVID-19, everybody's 6 feet apart. You got to wear a mask. You got to do all this now. And then it's like, oh, well, you got to keep your distance away from me. And you can't do as much as you were doing. And it's not like we've never been through this in our lives before. Not in our generation, but our parents' generation or their parents' generation has been through some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Lawrence? But
why is everybody so anti-unsociable? Or COVID-19 just proved the point. Why is everybody anti? I mean,
well, you got to understand, you don't want to get close because you don't want to catch whatever they got, and it's not that they have it.
But what was everybody's excuse before then?
Well, I mean, we've had a lot of flus and whatever else. I mean, you got to build up, like I told a friend today, you've got to build up your immune system, okay? You've got, I understand there's people that are sick and that there are some people that don't need to get sick because their immune system are low. I got that. But if you don't get your immune system built up, then you're going to get sick very easily. Now, working with children, and those that are with parents that have kids that get sick, work in the school system, work with kids, anywhere that you work with a whole bunch of people, your immune system is probably pretty strong because you've dealt with anything that's come in your path. But some of us have to wear stuff to protect ourselves.
You barely wear a condom.
Who?
I'm just saying. We keep talking about protection. There's a lot of fools out here barely wear a condom.
Say hi, honey.
Hi, sweetheart. Grandpa loves you, baby. Thank you for calling this morning. Guys, look.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Look, y'all. The reason why I brought that up because June 12th was Loving Day. And you got to understand something. A lot of black men, white women, a lot of white men, black women died behind interracial mixing. Black men got the worst of it by being hung. Dark history. And these two individuals who defied the odds took it to the Supreme Court, Caroline County, which is up the street, changed how a black man, white woman, and a white man and a black woman can now be together. And I was explaining this to Veronica Rose. Because you have to understand there's a lot of interracial dating now. A lot of interracial marriages with a lot of interracial
Why
mixed
would you
kids.
have to date who you want to date?
It was a law. It was a straight law. You could not mix races. It was a law. It was a Virginia law. It was a state law. Yes, it was.
I understand as a majority of the white people and a majority of the black people, you dated your kind and you stayed with your kind. That was just the way people were brought up. And I got that. But you know what? If you find somebody that, you really care about and you two get along very well and you love each other, what does it matter what race they are?
It's called hatred.
It might be hatred, but someone said a long time ago from a man that you sit here, and I probably said this once before on the show on Tuesday, you got all kinds of cultures in America, okay? we're all Americans, but we all come from other places. You got Ireland, Scotland, England. You got Hawaii.
London,
You got
Paris,
German. You got Paris. You got
Russian,
and all them. Cuban, Hispanic, Latina.
Hispanic, Philippines.
Well, whatever.
I got you.
No, there was another one. Oh, and Chinese, Japanese, and Cambodian, and all them. You got all of them that are in America, and we all have interact with each other. So, I'm part Irish, I'm part German, and Indian.
I'm all black.
And Indian. But the thing is, you can't just say, well, you go back to where you came from. Because our grandparent, my parents, my grandparent, their parents, and their parents before them, they've all come from different places.
Guys, June 19th will be Juneteenth, for those who don't know. I want to say happy birthday to my nephew, and happy graduation day, and happy birthday to Amanda and Andrew, my daughter and son. But, guys.
They'll be 23. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
But this is what I'm trying to tell, because all day my mind's been blank. But the whole thing about it is, again, we're trying to prove a point here. The point that we're trying to prove is that it's funny how my generation, my daughter's generation, and maybe the millennials, but we all want change. We're tired of your old ways. And for some reason, we cannot get y'all out the way. And you know who you are. The ones who make these bad decisions, or you're self-righteous. We know who you are. But the thing that we're trying to say is that if you got enough money to do what the hell you want to do in your life, but when you get a certain age in your life, after preaching to everybody about working hard, work ethic, you work hard for what you want, you get a house, you do the family thing. But for some reason, that American dream is not really happening. We were taught, our generation was taught to follow in the footsteps of our parents. Unfortunately, our parents wasn't the greatest role models. But the whole thing about it is, as we got older, we tried to get the house. We tried to make sure we had a comfortable living. We tried to get the job so we can retire, so we can do the same things that our parents did, our grandparents did, or be better than our grandparents. But that's not happening.
Well, you have families. I'm thankful for my family. I have a caring family. We all care for each other. We're there for each other and that.
Care don't pay the bills.
Let me finish that.
Oh, go ahead. Come back.
But you have families that are not so caring, or they're there, but they're always arguing, bickering, and fighting and stuff like that. No matter which side you come from, you just got to get yourself out there, and you've got to work hard for yourself and get you where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though they're there, one day they're not going to be there.
That's right.
And you've got to be able to take care of yourself.
That's right. That's exactly why I work hard every day. I want to make sure my grandchildren, they are not going to want for nothing. All they got to do is get an education, figure out what they want to be in life and do with life. And that way they won't have that struggle like most black children do have. Look, before I go, this is why I'm so hard on the millennials. Because I want them to understand, don't be like us. We woke up one.
We worked hard and we did what we had to do.
Yeah, but unfortunately.
But you need to get yourself together and don't sit around here thinking somebody's going to do something for you.
Yeah, but see, the difference between us and the millennials is that they got rich off social media fast, where they don't have to work.
Well, not everybody gets on social media and gets rich. We're not. I mean, come on. It don't matter how old you are.
Yeah, but see, the millennials have tapped into a pot of gold. The only thing is, by the time they get their hands on it, they've already flooded it out. We, who didn't get a chance to have that computer knowledge like they do, we also, we graduated high school, business administration was full.
Yeah.
So oh my God, my generation.
We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have computers
nothing.
in school or anything like that.
Nothing.
Like they showed on you want to know where your friends are. You saw all the bikes in the front lawn. You knew where they were.
Yeah.
Or you tell each other to meet each other and send a note back and forth by bicycle.
Yeah.
Or you could call that house phone that's hooked to the wall with a long cord so you can walk into the other room and say, hey, meet me here and there.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Look, people, hang with us. For all y'all who come and you subscribe to our channel, for all those who talk to us, because I have a lot of people who talk to us every day and say, hey, what you going to talk about tonight? All I'm saying is this. Our job is to pay it forward. Our job is to educate others. Our job is to make sure that, hey, if your children don't listen, fine. Grab somebody else's child and say, hey, look, make sure your future's straight. Because even through all that mess, you still can have a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. There is a light. Well, I don't. Mine was muck at first, but now I'm starting to see the light. But to that end, play me out there, dog, because I'm getting sleepy. People.
Peace out, people. We'll see you on Tuesday.
And by the way,
Father's Day is coming up on the 21st.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. By the way, if anybody sees Donald Trump, he's probably going back to the bunker.
YAJ effect. YAJ effect. YAJ.
Get on down the road now.
It's Valentine's Day, but right here, so you
It's not Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is in February.
Buzz Lightyear.
Like Buzz Lightyear was making this right now.
I am Buzz like Mother Lightyear, and I'm a bad and bad and bad. I'm a bad man pajama. Welcome.